Hey everyone, welcome back to Footlands FC. Today we've got a big one. The first Manchester derby of the season could be one of the more unpredictable contests in recent years, which is saying something for a game that has often refused to run to script. The titles already pointed it out. If United can do this thing, do they have a chance to beat City? So what is that one thing? Is it keeping Haaland quiet, dominating midfield, or striking fast on the counter? In today's preview, we'll break it all down. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button, share, and give us a like. Your support really motivates us to keep making videos. Let's talk form. City's start this season has been shaky. One big win early on, but back-to-back defeats to Tottenham and Brighton have exposed some cracks. Pep Guardiola badly needs a win here to settle things down. On United's side, Manchester United have started with one win, one draw, one defeat this season. Out of Carabao Cup early, Amorim is feeling heat. The loss to Grimsby Town in the Carabao Cup, a League 2 side, sends shockwaves through United fans, and Amorim admitted after that something has to change. There are growing calls questioning whether Amorim is the right fit, especially if form doesn't pick up. The pressure from fans and media is mounting despite that nerve-shredding win against Burnley. Some believe a managerial change might be inevitable if results don't improve. Talking to Manchester derby history, it's always fiery. In the last 5 head-to-head, City have won 2 1 draws and 2 losses. City does not completely dominate United. United have shown they can beat City in big matches like FA Cup final, so they know how to handle pressure. The draws indicate United have some resilience. They can avoid defeat sometimes, especially in matches where they defend compactly. Alright, now let's dive into the fun part, the tactical breakdown. This Manchester derby is basically a clash of 2 football philosophies. For City, you know the drill with Pep Guardiola. His whole idea is, I'll keep the ball and you won't even get a sniff. Their game plan is all about controlling tempo through possession. The heartbeat, Rodri. He's the engine. Once he settles the ball in midfield, City can dictate everything. The classic City move, stretch you wide on the wings, then cuts you open through the middle. It's simple but deadly. But City is facing questions over whether his side can contribute enough goals to support Haaland, while some of City's defensive frailties that were evident last term are still hampering the Blues this season. But there remain concerns at right back, with neither Matheus Nunes or Rico Lewis doing enough to nail down that spot, while a lack of pace has also been exposed. With a new goalkeeper in Donnarumma now set to become first choice, with Ederson having departed, the City defense will have to adjust to a new starting stopper who brings a different skill set to the Brazilian. Donnarumma is unlikely to operate as far out of his goal as Ederson was, while his distribution is also not at the level of him. It might see City adjust their shape, while it could also impact the selection thinking given the right-back issues and the relative lack of pace in the middle. For United, under Amorim, the idea is to press higher and use fast transitions. To be fair, this actually suits United with pacey guys like Cunha, Ahmad and Belmo. Counter-attacks can be lethal. But here's the issue. The defense sometimes just switches off. That gap between the centre-backs and the holding mid, teams exploit it all the time. Against City, that could be fatal. So if United want a chance here, it's simple. They must shut down Rodri in midfield, and the backline needs to survive the first wave of City pressure. Only then can they unleash their speed on the break. At the end of the day, the key is, for City, can they keep control and slowly suffocate United, prevent United from counter-attack? For United, can they sit tight, hold the line, and hit City with a lightning counter? On City's side, it's quite a laundry list. Omar Marmoush is ruled out after picking up a knee injury on international duty, no derby for him. Rayan Cherki is out for several weeks with a thigh injury, he won't be available. Mateo Kovacic also remains sidelined, so City lose some midfield depth. Others like John Stones, Kusanov, Phil Foden, Savinho are either doubtful or carrying knocks. City will almost certainly stick with the 4-3-3 formation. Options are limited, so they'll have to make do with what they've got. In goal, I think Donnarumma has a strong chance to start. He's the new man, brings experience. Pep might go with him in such a big game. Right back, Nunes, middle of defense. It'll likely be Ruben Dias plus John Stones. Word is, Stones' injury isn't too bad, so I believe he'll be fit enough for this clash. Left back, Nori. Then the three midfielders, Silva, the midfield core Rodri, and Reinders. New signing Tijani Reinders has already arrived from AC Milan and is expected to add energy and depth to the midfield. On the wings, right wing Bob, left wing Doku especially, with his dribbling and speed, will be one to watch. Up front, Haaland. He's been lighting it up for the national team lately, so City will definitely lean on him. As for United, Matheus Cunha and Mason Mount were both taken off in our last game, and the same is true for Diogo Dalot, who withdrew from Portugal's squad during the break with a muscle problem. I don't think their 3-4-2-1 is going anywhere Amorim trusted, but India might start in goal. Because Sané Lamans is still very young, and using him right away in a derby could backfire if he makes mistakes. Three centre backs, De Ligt, Harry Maguire, Euro. Maguire especially will have to step up because facing someone like Haaland, you want presence in the air. Right wing back, Dalot, a fit, but latest is Dalot pulled out of Portugal squad with muscle discomfort, so might be doubtful. Left wing back, Doku. Two midfielders, Casemiro plus Ugarte for solidity and breaking up City's midfield flow. In attack, Bruno Fernandes in his creative role, Ahmad Al-Wai. Up front, Brian Bilmo. He is a counter-attack threat. TL lead the line. Cunha got injured in the win against Burnley, just like Mount did. We should get an update on his condition later this week. I'm hoping to see him subbed in during the second half, along with Šeško, to boost our attack. Both teams have had their struggles lately, but this match could be a turning point for either side. For Manchester United, winning depends on Bruno Fernandes and Cunha. Creativity, his ability to organize and create chances, is the attacking core, and if he performs, he can break through City's defense. They also need to exploit counter-attacks. Manchester City often employs an aggressive high press, leaving spaces behind their defensive line. United can exploit this by quickly transitioning the ball through midfield and utilizing the pace of players like Amad Diallo and Bilmo to penetrate these spaces. Also, United's defense must remain compact and organized, especially against City's attacking threats. De Ligt and Maguire should focus on neutralizing Haaland's aerial and physical presence, while fullbacks must be vigilant against City's wide players. The last one, exploit City's injury concerns. With key players like Ryan Cherki, Mateo Kovacic, and Phil Foden sidelined, City may lack depth and match fitness. United should press high and exploit any lapses in City's defensive organization. By implementing these strategies, Manchester United can increase their chances of securing a victory against Manchester City. I'm boldly predicting that Manchester United has a real chance to go unbeaten against Manchester City in this derby. And if they execute their tactics well, they could pull off a 2-1 away win, a massive upset. City's form has been a bit shaky lately, and they've got quite a few injuries. Key players like Phil Foden, Mateo Kovacic, and some others won't be available, which could really limit their depth. On top of that, City have a midweek Champions League game, so they might be a bit stretched and not fully focused. On the other hand, United have shown solid performances against top teams recently. I was especially impressed with their season opener against Arsenal. The 3-4-2-1 formation might not work so well against lower table sides, but against strong teams, it's really effective. It helps them stay compact defensively while launching dangerous counter-attacks. If United stick to this plan and execute properly, I genuinely believe they can pull off a win at City's place. A 2-1 victory that would definitely be considered a shock. This game is huge for both sides. A win would give United a massive confidence boost, while City will need to bounce back to avoid falling behind further. All in all, even though City have home advantage, United could take advantage of City's inconsistent form and injury troubles to snatch a big scalp. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So that's why I think United actually have a real shot at pulling off the upset. But I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me. What's your prediction for this match? Is City running away with it? A draw? Let me know your scoreline and reasons down in the comments. I want to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this bold take, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Catch you in the next video.